Alright, good afternoon everyone. See how dark it gets in this room? It is only 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it is already super dark in here. But I'm going to give this a go for one more time because I am in the mood to draw. So we're going to go down to Pattern Focus and find the next pattern, which is going to be this one, Deco Loop Hex by Inosona Moser. So it's going to be a hex pattern. I'm going to try this one by drawing the hex. You could do this hex pattern with just pencil as the hex grid, but I'm not sure that I want that, so we'll see what happens. But basically we're going to take Deco Loop, which I don't have it up here, which I did on a bookmark not too long ago, and we're going to put it into a hex grid. So I'm going to try drawing the hex grid instead of using my little template pieces that I cut out. I think I'm going to just try drawing them freeform, see what happens. Once you have your hex drawn, then you're going to do the Deco Loop part. You're going to do a loop like that in each one of these, and then you're going to aura that loop like that, and then you're going to do another smaller one, and then do this again and do it as you're overlapping. So these little ones will go behind these bigger ones, and then you can shade. And here is the sample, just like that. So let's give this a go. The hex grid patterns are a challenge for me, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to zoom in just a little. Okay. Paper. Get myself a piece of paper. So I took myself a little break. The video you saw yesterday I recorded in the morning of today, and then I went and put my foot up because I was going to do 3. I'd done 2 and I was going to do a third one, and my foot just started to hurt just at the end of the last video, so I thought, well, I better go sit down, put my foot up. That was, I don't remember what time it was, around 10-ish. Maybe 11, I don't remember. And so then I put my foot up and I feel better. I want to draw. So give myself a little border edge. Not that I'm probably going to need it, but you know, I'm just going to start there anyways. And then to do this sort of free-form hex grid, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to do it with pencil, and I'm going to put a line about like that. Something like that. Little lines. And then coming from that, I'm going to go over here and do little lines in between. And over here. And then you connect them with a sort of a zigzag shape. And that gives you your honeycomb hex grid. Mine are always kind of a funky shape because I don't do this very well here. But that's okay. They can be a funky shape. No, don't like that. The nice thing about drawing your grid in pencil is if you don't like how it looks, you can get rid of it and try again. And I think I want to go a little more I'm gonna actually go a little more freeform with my thing here. Oh no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, Dawn. You can't do it like that. Okay, think. You have to go more this way. Let's do shorter ones going like that. And then maybe longer ones coming in between there. And maybe, can we get them to go make a curve? I don't know. Let's try it. Sure, why not? Alright, so I've got myself sort of a hex grid that's an interesting shape because I went kind of curvy with my lines. But that's okay. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna leave them as pencil for right now because the sample shows it as pencil. So I'm gonna try that with pencil. I'm gonna start with this one and I'm gonna decide that this is gonna be like my main loop. That. And then the next one goes actually here like this. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of playing. I don't know if what I'm doing is good or not good or what. To be honest, I'm not sure exactly what the hex grid, what's the point of it. I don't know. Oops, that got a little funky out of my zone there. Oh, that's all right. I like having my stuff overlap when I can. I'm not. I don't know. I'm struggling with this because, to be honest, I don't see that you need the grid. I mean, if you're going to draw it in pencil, why couldn't you just not use the grid and just do the Deco Loop in in 3 and just kind of be done with it? You know what I mean? And I'm not sure I needed the grid if I was going to erase the grid anyway. So I'm a little confused. Sorry, Ina. For me, not everything is a winner. That's okay. Just going to overlap this because I really feel like I need to overlap something there. I like Deco Loop, I really do, as a pattern. I just don't think in a hex grid it doesn't speak to me. So I'm just going to continue on with this tile. You guys do whatever you want to do. If you want to leave your grid and somehow embellish it or make it so that you see it in your artwork behind this pattern like Ina did with hers, that's awesome. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know what I'm going to do. I maybe shouldn't have erased the grid because now I can't see it. I'm stumped, folks. I'm not often stumped, but today I'm stumped. Okay, let me come back here with my grid. I'm going to put it back in. I erased it, but now I'm going to come back and I'm going to put it back in. And maybe I can use it somehow in this drawing. I don't know. It's like a V shape and a straight, and then a V shape and a straight. I've already lost what I did here. I can kind of see it, but I can't really see what I did. Oh, I should not have erased. I should have left it in there so I can have it. Oh, fudge puppies. I went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then straights. And then up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm a little confused as to what I did here. I should not have erased. I really shouldn't have erased, because now I've lost that hex pattern. Something like that. Back, kind of. I'm going to use a gray pen in the background, and I'm going to make that hex grid. As much as I don't want to, I'm going to anyway. Did I get them all? I think so. And now I can erase. And it's sort of going to be there, but not really. And you'll kind of see it. There we go. It's kind of in there, like behind. That's okay. It's not my favorite. I'm already not loving this pattern. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ina, but I really just don't really love it. Okay, let me do a question, because that'll help me. Have you ever had an occasional art block in tangling? If so, what did you do to remedy it? Huh. Yeah, like this one. There is no coincidence that that is the question of today. It's not really an art block as much as I'm having a struggle with a particular pattern. And it's not that I couldn't draw the pattern either. That's weird. Maybe I just shouldn't have come back. You know, I was doing really well. I felt good. My foot started to hurt, so I left and I decided I really want to draw. I come back and then it's not going well. Why is it not going well? I don't know. And what am I doing to remedy it? I'm going to muddle through anyways, because I feel like if I keep going, something will come out of it. I'm not sure what, and I'm not sure if I'll like it, but I'm going to just keep going anyway. So that's my advice for if you're having like drawing block, writer's block, artist's block. If you're having a struggle drawing, just do it anyway, and you might be surprised as to what comes out. So I'm just using this gray pen, and I'm just gonna do this same pattern in the background in the gray, thinking that maybe if I'm kind of doing it in the background, I shouldn't have done that there, but that's okay, that maybe it'll just kind of work its way out. And if I don't like a pattern when I'm finished, you know, 90% of the time I go, oh wow, that came out so cool. And then there's those few that I just don't like. And you know what? It's okay. You don't have to like every single one. As long as you've given it a good try and you've learned something. I learned something. I learned that I shouldn't have erased the grid behind. That maybe I should have just embraced that grid and just tried to work with it somehow. But once I erased it, then I couldn't get it back exactly in the right place. And that's kind of frustrating. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just a little weird. I don't know. I don't know. It's not my favorite. But I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to give up. There's no point in giving up. Everything is a learning opportunity. So that's how I'm going to look at this, as a learning opportunity. This is a bit like Sand Swirl. This loop, which I really like Sand Swirl. So I'm not surprised I like this particular pattern, the Deco Loop part. It's just the hex grid part that it's no, it's just not. Oh, well, let's shade it and see what happens. I'm gonna sign it and I'm gonna put my name to it. Deco Loop Hex. And yeah, I should have left it. I should have done it the way Ina did it. I was trying to do something different. And in my doing something different, I completely got off track here. But we'll see. Let's do our shading. Do this overlapping shading, and maybe I will make it feel better. But yeah, actually, when you come to a crossroad, when you come to a blockage, just draw anyway. And even if it's not any good, you'll find that you learn something while you're drawing. And sometimes you have to just change what you're drawing. Like if I'm always drawing patterns, maybe I need to stop and draw something else. Maybe I need to stop and draw faces, or maybe I need to stop and draw trees or actual something. Or maybe I need, if I'm usually doing organic patterns, maybe I need to stop and do a lot of geometric patterns to kickstart me again, I've lost my blending stump. There it is. That's possible that you can just start drawing something different. I do have a video, it's an older one it's called, it's one of my most popular videos. It's the one that has the highest number of views, and it's called, Are You Stuck? Or something about being stuck. And then just draw lines, and it's all about how you can just use your pen and just start drawing, and just draw straight lines or flowy lines. Just draw, and not even try to do patterns. And sometimes that will get you motivated to draw again. If I remember, I'll try to remember to stick a link to that in the iCard. I don't know if I will remember. But if I don't remember, because, you know, by the time I upload this and do the editing part for the video, I will have totally forgotten what I said I was going to do. If I don't remember, just look up, just on my channel, just search for stuck. Search for the word stuck, and you'll find that video about being stuck and drawing just lines. I'm gonna go bold here, and I am going to actually shade that grid. I don't know, this might be a bad idea. I might have, shoulda, coulda, woulda drawn this in with my little template. Maybe I would have liked it better. I don't know. I have this feeling, I just have this gut feeling that we're going to end up with a whole bunch of hex grid patterns recently. And I have a feeling I'm going to have some struggles. So, you know, we all have our struggles. It's fair. Not my favorite, but it's fair. Ah. It needs some orbs up in here. That's helping. You'll notice I'm not filling those all the way in. I'm leaving a little highlight spot. Yeah, that's helping, I think. I think that's helping. I don't know if that's helping or not, but, you know, at this point, I can't make it any worse. Seems to be helping. Maybe I need to fill in these with dark. We'll see. Clearly this is going to be the last one for today. And it's just so dark up in here. I don't understand why it's so dark in this room late in the afternoon. I mean, the sun is still way up. It's only 2 o'clock, but it's almost too dark to draw in here. Can't wait to have my studio. It's going to take a little bit of time because now that I am not able to stand, I'm not able to pack up my stuff, I'm not able to move things, and I haven't bought my desk yet. So that's better. It's not perfect, but I think I kind of salvaged it a bit. Okay, well, anyway, this is what happens when I have artist block. I have some struggles, but you know what? I didn't give up. I didn't throw it away. I didn't start over. I could have easily, very, very easily, I could have just stopped the recording and started over, and you guys would have never known that I struggled. But I don't think that's very real. I don't think it's very helpful for you guys. You know, you guys need to see that even people who seem to have it all together, which you guys seem to think I have it all together, which I don't understand. But anyways, you guys, I do a pretty good job with my tangling. I must admit, you know, I'm not perfect, but you know, I've got my skills. But I struggle. There are times when I struggle, and I totally could have just wadded this up and started over and made a new video, and you would have never known. Because that's what happens on YouTube, and that's what happens on a lot of places where, you know, when they do a lot of editing and cutting, you know, you don't see the mistakes, you don't see the blurbs, you don't see when they can't speak, you don't see when the doorbell rings, you don't see, you know, all the blunders and blue-boos and stuff that doesn't turn out right. You know, on those DIY shows on TV, you know, their projects all usually work. And the reason you see them usually working is that, you know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't make it into the show. I'm not like that. It is what it is. And, you know, it's a learning opportunity. And I will take this mess and I will absorb that information that I just learned from it. And I will do something different the next time I encounter this particular pattern. So, that being said, I hope that you go out and do something nice for someone today. Remember to give yourself some slack, that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be all knowing and all seeing and all doing. Just do the best that you can, and it's going to be okay. You know, when it comes down to the end of the day, it's just a piece of paper and a little bit of ink. Not rocket science here, folks. You know, give yourself some slack. Let yourself make mistakes and learn from them. If we never made mistakes, we'd never learn, right? Okay, you guys have a great day, and I will go put my foot back up again. See ya.